When buying the gift cards using scams, on our actually study that was done back in 2021, it shows the ages of the consumers that are actually involved with scams having to do with the gift cards. And I found it interesting that the scammers are not discriminating because they are actually going after all the different ages from ages 18 to 65. The BBB Scam Tracker 2020 data shows more victims of gift card scams were over the age of 65 than the other age groups. And for those who reported their gender, Scam Tracker data shows that two-thirds were women, which was 67%. But there is no evidence that we've been given that show that scammers concentrate efforts just on women. And then, why do people fall for gift card scams? Actually, if the victims ask questions about why gift cards are being used for payment, scammers invent a plausible excuse, such as the government has recently entered a contract with a gift card company to handle transactions. According to the FTC, scammers always have some reason why you need to buy gift cards. They might say that you're in trouble with the government and you must buy electronic vouchers to avoid arrest. Some people say scammers posing as businesses promise special promotion prices for phone or TV service if they pay for the first 3 months with a gift card. And other than that, they were buying gift cards to evaluate a retailer as like a secret shopper, and the reasons vary by scam. So on the screen that you're seeing now is how many scammers ask for gift cards as payment. According to the survey, 48% actually asked for gift cards on the government imposter scams. That's when they are trying to scam you and act like they're a government agency, such as the IRS, the immigration they're any kind of different government agency that scammers can use. They will. 44% actually that fall for the of family friend imposter scam. And I don't know if the listeners have heard of the grandparent scam, but that scam would fall in here. And that's when the scammer actually calls the consumer and acts like their grandchildren are in trouble, and then they ask for money to try to help the grandchild out, or they might even say that they're hurt. So, and then the scammers are asking for gift cards actually to help them get out of the hospital, and then it goes on and on with these family friend imposter scams. 35% actually fell for the business imposter scams. Different business imposter scams can be such as the scammers actually acts like they're an office supply discount store where the business can buy office supplies. Well, the office will make big purchases because the actually office supplies are actually they're saying that they're coming at a large discount. They pay the money, but they never receive the office supplies. And then the scammer is wanting them to actually pay by gift card, and many of them actually do. So, and then there's a tech support scams where a representative will call a consumer and pretend they're with Microsoft, and they will actually say to you that there's something wrong with your computer. They can help you get access to where the problem is in your computer. And next thing you know, they're trying to lock you out unless you're going to try to buy a virus protection system with them, or software, I should say. And so that's 33% 3% of consumers that have used the gift cards on this particular scam. Romance scam. 25 consumers actually have used gift cards to pay for this type of scam. A romance scam is when online, such as Facebook, other social media platforms, where a person is trying to engage in a personal relationship with the consumer, and next thing you know is they would start talking back and forth, trying to build a relationship, and then the scammer says, well, if you can send me some gift cards, then I can end up trying to buy some either transportation to be able to come see you, and the next thing you know, they give them the gift card, they send them the gift cards, but they never come. And so that's 25%. And then on the prize, sweepstakes, lottery scams, Publishers Clearinghouse, they'll call, email, and say that you have won a prize, a sweepstake, a lottery scam. And they basically what they'll do is ask you to pay by gift cards for your winnings. Or actually shouldn't say your winnings, but they'll say the gift card in order to be able for you to receive the prize. You buy the gift card, you give it to them, and there's no prize. I will just go ahead and say on a red flag for that and a prevention tip, you should never win a lottery, sweepstake, or prize that you did not enter. 17% actually use the gift cards on the fake check scams. And over here it says other scams using gift cards or online car sales, pet scams, and utility scams, which actually the presenter just did a wonderful job on the utility scams, and it's very important because it's the time of the year where it's getting cold, where scammers try to actually get consumers to fall for the utility scam. How do scammers cash out the gift cards? They have several different ways to get their money. They can use the number on the back of the cards to buy physical goods. All they have to do is say, to the consumer, if you can send me a gift card, and or you can give me the number off the back of the card, and then they take a little grace, they scratch that off, and then they can use that at that store and basically wipe it clean by the end of the day. Scammers can use gift cards to buy goods sold online at places such as eBay, Amazon, and they have ship-to-money mules to be resold at online markets. And then some cards can be used at ATMs to withdraw cash. And the number from the cards can be resold on sites like Craigslist, eBay, and other marketplaces. And the cards can be exchanged for cryptocurrency. And then when you hear a scammer start talking about cryptocurrency, you might want to say that's a scam and hang up the phone. Red flags. Government agencies. No government agency is going to basically try to scam you and by using gift cards, whether it's by email, it's over the phone, it's through social media. Government agencies still act the same. They're going to send you a letter if someone tries to say you're due a refund, on your taxes with the IRS. Next thing you know, they're trying to twist it and say, can you send a gift card? Well, the IRS will always be the agency that if you owe something to them or you're promised a refund, you will get a letter in the mail through them. Statements that buying gift card is a safe way to make a payment. providing the numbers for the gift card is like sending cash. And you have to always remember that. And the money is rarely recoverable. And if I would say, if you're going to do anything online these days, especially during the holiday seasons, which this doesn't happen to be with about a gift card, but if you're going to be using a credit card, it's better to use a credit card than use your debit card to pay online. Keep the receipt when buying a gift card. Keep the physical card as well. This may help prove that the card was paid for and activated if problems arise later by scammers. Inspect the card carefully before buying it to make sure it hasn't been tampered with. And it is documented where scammers will go into retailer stores and they will stand at the gift card aisle and basically start taking off the little, scratch off the little gray little sticky thing on the back, and then they start writing down the numbers. So when someone goes to the register, if they don't notice that it has actually been scratched off, then the person at the register, they give them the gift card, they go home, and later on to find that there is no money on the card that they put on it because the scammer had the number on the back of the card. Let's see. When is it important to buy gift cards? We say that only buy gift cards to give to friends and family as a gift. It doesn't matter what type of scam that a scam is trying to email or by phone. You should always think to yourself that gift cards should be the true reason of the season, and that's to give to family and friends, not to turn into a scam. And I think I'm probably going a little bit faster, but I wanted to say thank you for having me, and for a complete gift on report on the gift card scams. You can visit bbb.org/gift card fraud. Mm-hmm. And if there's any questions that you may have, if you ever feel like you're going to be falling for a scam that has to do with gift cards, you are welcome to call our office. We have actually a senior hotline, and you can use that. But you can call the 242-5052. Anything that you're doing, whether it's a gift card or a scam, and you don't know, they're saying that they're a business located here or across the U.S., we will look it up to try to get your answers to be able to tell you whether you should or you should not actually try to, fall for that scam or try to get out of that scam. The BBB also has a scam tracker, which we developed in 2015 to help law enforcement actually know where scams are. So we work with them directly, as well as they can get the information off of Scam Tracker from us. But that's bbb.org/scam tracker. You can report a scam, but you could also see the scams that are happening. Now, I think that's pretty much it for my presentation.
Well, that was great. Really good information, and statistics are really, unbelievable. And it really is interesting how the cryptocurrency has definitely entered the scam market big time. I think everybody seems to have touched on that cryptocurrency factor just as much as anything. So yeah, fascinating information, and I love that y'all have the scam tracker. That's definitely something that everyone should check out for sure.
Yes, and it also gets you familiar with the scam, so that you know that you would not want to fall victim to that scam.
Right, for sure. Always I've heard the expression, and it always bears repeating that gift cards, as you pointed out, gift cards are for gifts, not for payments. So as
Right.
long as you're not using a gift card to make a payment on something, then I think you're good. And I will say that we
Right.
have had here at South Carolina Legal Services a number of clients who have come in and had the gift card scam happen. And I think also I have noticed that a lot of the retail outlets are starting to have those warnings when you're buying a gift card, especially when it's in a large amount. That they do try to warn consumers, I think. And so I think the more retailers that can do that, the better.
Yeah, and we have done a lot of that with actually like Walmart, talking to the banks when well, actually with Walmart more so with the gift cards, and then the banks more so of, people getting scammed, or the scammers asking them to send money like cash.
Right.
Recently with the grandparent scam, there was a couple out of Anderson that went to Walmart and bought 8 $500 gift cards because they thought their grandson was in trouble. It would have been a perfect opportunity for someone to say, what are you using those for? Or maybe been a little bit more educated on scams because they love to use big box stores and Amazon, like I mentioned earlier. It's so sad. And then there's another couple that was in Spartanburg, and they mailed $29,000 in cash to actually a empty house in Huntington Beach, California, where they had did the same thing, said that their grandson was in trouble. And I think they were trying to say like he was in the hospital, and then they were trying to help get him out, but they needed the money, and then $29,000 later. So it's sad. It's whether it's a gift card or whatever it is. I always say just try to be a little bit savvy, try to think, don't fall to high pressure. And, at the end of the day, just make sure that, you're asking questions, because scammers, they love to ask questions, but they don't like consumers to ask questions. And if you start asking questions, then they hang up.
Yeah, that's very true, for sure. And the scammers are just so good at what they do that sometimes, despite our best efforts at warning people, even at the moment of buying the gift cards, they still somehow have figured out how to get people to do it anyway. And I've certainly heard stories from clients about that sort of thing, where a store manager came to them and said, "Hey, this is an awfully big amount that you're getting with the gift card. Are you sure this is a legitimate thing?" And so they paused, and then, no, this is what I need to do. And of course it was a scam. They lost all the money. So it's sad, but they're good at what they do. So, well, thank you so much. For a great
presentation. You're welcome. I was going to mention one other thing, Susan.
Yeah.
We do have a Savvy Senior program that we do, where we go into senior groups, whether it's a church or it looks like yesterday I was at Senior Action. We go in and we taught the senior groups about scams, prevention tips, red flags. It's about an hour program. Seniors seem to be so thankful when we do come in and be able to share. We give them pamphlets, we give them scam definitions, everything that that we possibly feel like that we could do to be helping them to not fall victim to a scam. But if they do like to do that, then they can call our office at the 242-6905, and we'd be happy to come to their senior group. I know a lot of seniors church groups meet during the week. We'll be happy to do that as well.
That's great. I definitely encourage our viewers to tap into that program. That sounds really great. And the more education that's out there on this stuff, the better. Just keeping it fresh in people's minds, especially as more and more new scams are coming along.